Did you know that many older adults pass away in their sleep? Pause without any prior warning. Maybe you know someone who seemed perfectly fine. Pause. They had dinner peacefully, went to bed like any other night, and simply never woke up. Pause. There was no pain, no symptoms, no alert. But what most people don't realize is that behind many of these silent tragedies, pause, there's a hidden enemy, common nighttime habits that can become deadly after the age of 70. As we age, the body changes dramatically. The heart becomes more vulnerable, metabolism slows down. Pause, and the nervous system responds differently. Signs that were once harmless can now pose serious risks. And the worst part, almost no one talks about it. In this video, I'll show you 4 seemingly harmless habits, pause, that many seniors do every night without realizing they might be putting their health or even their life at risk. You might be making one of these mistakes right now without knowing it. Pause. Maybe you eat later than recommended or drink more fluids than your body can handle at night. Pause. Maybe your bedroom is warmer than it should be, or you've slept in the same position for decades. Not knowing it might be hurting you now. All of these factors, even if they seem small, pause, can deeply affect your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breathing, and your sleep quality. And if you are over 70, pause, those details matter more than ever. This isn't about scaring you. It's about giving you clear, useful, fact-based information. Pause. For each habit I'll explain, I'll also give you a simple and effective solution. No stress. Pause. No complicated changes. Make sure to stay until the end because the last habit is the most common, also the most dangerous. Most seniors do it every single night without realizing how it could be silently sabotaging their heart. With just a few small changes, you can sleep better, avoid serious health risks, pause, and wake up every day feeling stronger, safer, and more energized. Are you ready to discover the first one? Habit number 1, eating heavy meals before bed. One of the most common and dangerous mistakes many older adults make before going to bed. Pause. Is eating dinner too late or having a heavy meal right before lying down. It may seem harmless, even part of a lifelong routine, but after the age of 70, this habit becomes a silent threat to your heart, digestive system, and sleep quality. When we are young, our bodies are efficient. Pause. They digest quickly, regulate blood sugar with ease, and adapt to most routines. Pause. But with age, metabolism slows, the digestive system becomes more sensitive. Pause. And the body needs more time and energy to process food. Eating a heavy meal such as fatty meats, rich pastas, or fried foods, pause, just hours before bed forces your body to work when it should be resting. Instead of entering a deep, restorative sleep, pause. Your digestive system stays active, your stomach produces more acid, and your heart pumps extra blood to the intestines to support digestion. Pause. All of this directly disrupts your sleep quality, but it doesn't stop there. Pause. Eating late also leads to acid reflux and nighttime heartburn, both of which are common among older adults. Pause. When you lie down right after eating, the contents of your stomach can push back into your esophagus, causing a burning sensation, dry cough, choking, or even microaspirations that irritate the lungs. Over time, this can lead to aspiration pneumonia. Pause, which is especially dangerous and often deadly for seniors. Another lesser-known risk is the increase in blood pressure and heart rate. Digestion activates the body's nervous system, pause, keeping it alert longer than it should. This elevated state can increase your risk of experiencing an arrhythmia, a heart attack, or a stroke during the night. If you have diabetes or are at risk, eating late can also trigger blood sugar spikes that disturb your body's balance while you sleep. This not only disrupts rest, but can leave you feeling weak, dizzy, and fatigued the next day, and it increases your chances of metabolic complications. Picture this. Pause. A 75-year-old eats dinner at 10 o'clock at night. Pause. A big plate of pork with rice, followed by dessert and a cup of coffee. By 10:30, they are in bed. Everything seems fine. Pause. But as they sleep, their body is still digesting. Heart rate rises, blood pressure goes up, and stomach acid begins creeping up the esophagus. All of this is happening silently, unnoticed, until one night it leads to something serious. Even without obvious symptoms, the damage can accumulate night after night. Pause. Sleeping while your body is still digesting can prevent deep sleep, hinder cellular repair, and weaken your immune system over time. The good news, pause, this habit is easy to change, and your body will thank you. Pause, here are some practical recommendations. Try to eat your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your digestive system time to do its job before you lie down. Avoid greasy, spicy, or sugary foods at night. Pause, instead go for light, easy-to-digest options like clear soup, steamed vegetables, or a small portion of lean protein. If you feel hungry before bed, choose a light snack like a banana, plain yogurt, or a handful of nuts. These can stabilize blood sugar without overloading your digestion. Avoid caffeinated or sugary drinks after 5 o'clock in the evening. Pause, even chocolate or certain teas can quietly interfere with your sleep. Try to eat dinner at the same time every day. A consistent routine helps your digestive system pause and your internal clock function more smoothly. Your body has supported you through decades of life. Now it needs extra care, pause, and habits that support healing and recovery, not ones that silently overload your system when it should be resting. Habit number 2, drinking too many fluids before bed. Drinking enough water during the day is essential for staying healthy at any age. Pause, but many older adults unknowingly make a common mistake. They drink too many fluids in the evening, especially before going to bed. While it might seem like a healthy habit, this routine can become a serious health risk after the age of 70. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at regulating fluids. Pause, the bladder becomes more sensitive. The kidneys continue working at night, and the ability to retain urine decreases. Pause, the result? Most of the fluids you consume in the evening will likely wake you up multiple times during the night to use the bathroom. This doesn't just disrupt deep sleep, as it also increases your risk of falls, disorientation, and blood pressure imbalances. Have you ever gotten up quickly in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, pause, and suddenly felt dizzy or unsteady? That's called postural hypotension. Pause, and it's very common in older adults who rise too fast from bed. Pause, within seconds you could go from being asleep to lying on the floor with a serious injury or even a fracture. Now imagine an older person getting up in the middle of the night, in the dark, still half asleep, walking to the bathroom with low blood pressure, blurry vision, pause, and complete silence around them. It's a perfect recipe for a fall. Pause. And for seniors, falls can have serious, even fatal consequences. In addition to falls, repeated trips to the bathroom interrupt your natural sleep cycle. Pause. Every time you wake up and turn on a light, your brain thinks it's daytime and stops producing melatonin. Pause. The hormone responsible for deep sleep. This weakens your immune system, throws off your cortisol levels, pause, and over time can even accelerate cognitive decline. Studies have shown a strong link between fragmented sleep, pause, and an increased risk of dementia in older adults. And it's not just water. Many people drink tea, juice, or herbal infusions at night thinking they help with relaxation. Pause. But some of these drinks contain nature caffeine, like black or green tea, which not only make you urinate more, but also disrupt your sleep cycle without you noticing. Even certain liquid medications contain sugar, pause, or compounds that irritate the bladder or raise blood pressure. But the solution isn't to stop drinking altogether. On the contrary, pause, staying hydrated is still important. The key is to adjust your timing and be mindful of the types and amounts of fluids you consume in the afternoon and evening. Here are a few simple tips to help correct this habit without compromising your hydration. Drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, especially during the morning and early afternoon. That's the best time window to stay hydrated without nighttime consequences. After 6 o'clock in the evening, pause, begin gradually reducing your fluid intake. Don't stop drinking completely, pause, just take small sips if you're thirsty instead of full glasses. Avoid drinks that act as diuretics, like coffee, green tea, black tea, or certain herbal teas like horsetail. Pay attention to foods with high water content, such as watermelon, melon, soups, or broths. Pause, even if they don't seem like liquids. They still stimulate urine production. Talk to your doctor if you take medications that affect urination. Pause. Some blood pressure medications or diuretics can be adjusted in terms of timing or dosage to reduce nighttime bathroom trips. Getting deep, uninterrupted sleep is one of the most powerful tools your body has to heal, recover, and stay strong. Waking up 3, 4, or 5 times every night just to use the bathroom doesn't just affect your sleep. It increases health risks that are completely avoidable. Staying hydrated is an act of self-care, but doing it wisely, especially after the age of 70, pause, is an act of protection. And here's something else most people don't realize. Aging also affects the production of antidiuretic hormone, the hormone that tells your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. With age, your body produces less of it. Pause, which means you produce more urine while sleeping, even if you didn't drink much. Habit number 3, sleeping in a room that's too warm. Many older adults believe that keeping their bedroom extra warm at night helps them sleep better. Pause. They turn up the thermostat, pile on heavy blankets, and even use space heaters. But what they don't realize is that this habit can be dangerously counterproductive. Pause. Sleeping in a room that's too warm disrupts sleep quality, dehydrates the body, and most seriously, increases the risk of cardiac events during the night. As we age, the body loses its ability to regulate internal temperature efficiently. Pause. Sweating decreases, the skin becomes less elastic, and thermal sensors become less responsive. What may feel comfortable could actually be raising your core temperature without you knowing. Pause. And when this happens while you sleep, the body enters a state of internal stress. Good sleep doesn't just depend on quiet or a quality mattress. Pause. It also relies on ambient temperature. To reach the deepest phases of sleep, pause. Your body needs to lower its core temperature. This is a natural mechanism. Pause. In a cooler environment, the body enters deep rest more easily, where cells repair, the immune system strengthens, and memories consolidate. But when we sleep in a hot room, the body struggles to cool down. Heart rate increases, breathing accelerates, and the transition to deep, restorative sleep is disrupted. The result is fragmented rest, night sweats, morning fatigue, PARS, and in some cases, cardiovascular strain or high blood pressure. Take Clara, a 78-year-old woman who always slept under several blankets with a heater running. Pause. She believed the warmth protected her from illness. Yet every morning she woke up drenched in sweat, with a headache and racing heart. After speaking with her doctor, she learned that her warm, sleeping environment was putting stress on her heart and blood pressure. Pause. Simply lowering her room temperature and switching to lighter bedding drastically improved her sleep within days. In addition to poor rest, pause, a warm room encourages overnight dehydration. Even if you don't feel thirsty, your body loses water as it tries to regulate heat. Dehydration thickens the blood, increases the risk of clots, pause, and overworks the heart. In older adults, this can quietly trigger heart attacks or strokes during sleep. So what can you do to sleep better and safer? Here are some practical tips to optimize your bedroom temperature. Keep your bedroom between 64 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Pause, that is between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius at night. This is the ideal range for deep restorative sleep. Avoid using thick synthetic blankets that trap heat. Pause. Instead, use cotton sheets or natural fabrics that let your body breathe. Wear light, breathable pajamas. Pause. Tight or heavy clothing can trap body heat and interfere with comfort. If the weather allows, crack a window open or use a small fan to keep air circulating. Pause. Fresh air not only helps regulate temperature, but improves air quality too. Stay hydrated throughout the day, but avoid drinking large amounts of fluid right before bed to prevent nighttime bathroom trips. If you live in a hot climate, consider investing in a fan with a thermostat or a programmable air conditioner that keeps your room cool without overdrying the air. Remember, your body needs to enter a state of total recovery at night. That's only possible when your environment helps, not hinders, that process. Sleeping in a hot room doesn't protect you. It silently overloads your cardiovascular system. Your bedroom should not be a thermal trap. It should be a space that tells your body it's time to rest, heal, and recharge. Sleeping in a cooler environment won't just improve your sleep, it could save your life. Habit number 4, sleeping in the wrong position. Most people don't give much thought to how they sleep. They lie down in whatever position feels comfortable and repeat it every night without thinking twice. But after the age of 70, the position you sleep in can have a significant impact on your health. And the worst part? You could be putting your heart, your breathing, and your circulation at risk every single night without even realizing it. As we age, our tissues relax, muscles weaken, and lung capacity declines. Sleeping in a poor position can partially block airways, reduce oxygen flow, alter heart rate, and put pressure on critical organs. While you might not notice anything at first, the long-term damage builds silently over time. One of the most dangerous sleeping positions for older adults is sleeping on your back. While it may seem harmless, this position allows the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to fall backward, partially blocking airflow. This can lead to loud snoring, breathing interruptions, or even sleep apnea, a condition where breathing stops for several seconds at a time during the night. Sleep apnea not only disrupts deep rest, but it also raises your risk of high blood pressure, heart attacks, and strokes. Many seniors with sleep apnea don't even know they have it. They just feel tired during the day, wake up with headaches, or experience irritability. But often, it all traces back to something as simple as how they sleep. Sleeping on your right side isn't ideal either, especially if you have heart conditions. Studies have shown that this position can put slight pressure on the heart, which interferes with its function during rest. It may also affect blood flow, particularly dangerous for those with poor circulation, varicose veins, or high blood pressure. So, what's the best sleeping position after the age of 70? Sleeping on your left side. This position has multiple benefits. It supports better cardiovascular health, aids digestion, and improves circulation. It also helps the body's lymphatic system drain waste more effectively, and can reduce acid reflux by keeping stomach acid from rising into the esophagus. Additionally, sleeping on the left promotes spinal alignment, which helps prevent back pain and joint stiffness. For older adults with arthritis or mobility issues, this can greatly improve comfort and morning energy levels. Of course, changing sleep positions isn't always easy, especially if you've been sleeping the same way for decades. But here are a few simple tips to help make the shift easier. Use a body pillow to prevent rolling onto your back. Placing a leg and an arm over the pillow helps you stay comfortably on your side. Place a pillow between your knees to align your spine, and reduce pressure on your hips and lower back. Make sure your pillow supports your head properly. If it's too high or too low, it can strain your neck and upper spine. If you snore heavily or someone has told you that you stop breathing at night, speak with your doctor. You might need a sleep study or specific treatment. Avoid lying completely flat. Slightly elevating your head and torso by 10 to 15 degrees can greatly improve airflow and reduce snoring. Sleep isn't just a necessity. It's an opportunity to support your health every night. A simple change like switching your sleep position can make a huge difference. It can help you breathe easier, lower heart strain, and wake up feeling refreshed and more alert. Don't underestimate the power of proper sleep posture. Even if you don't feel the effects right away, your body will benefit day after day. Sleeping well isn't just about hours, it's about position. Now you know the 4 nighttime habits, pause, that many older adults maintain without realizing the real impact they can have on their health. And while they might seem harmless, pause, each of these habits can significantly increase your risk of a heart, respiratory, or neurological event while you sleep, right when your body should be at its safest. First, we saw how eating heavy meals before bed forces your body to stay active instead of resting, disrupting deep sleep, causing acid reflux, raising blood pressure, pause, and straining the heart. Next, we explored how drinking too many fluids at night may seem harmless. Pause, but it leads to repeated sleep interruptions, increases your risk of dangerous falls, and over time can contribute to cognitive decline. Then we covered why sleeping in a room that's too warm prevents your body from reaching the optimal temperature for deep rest. Pause encourages dehydration and quietly stresses your cardiovascular system. And finally, we revealed how sleeping in the wrong position, pause, especially on your back or right side, can obstruct your airway, reduce circulation, and increase your risk of sleep apnea, morning fatigue, and even cardiac issues. The good news is every one of these habits can be corrected with small intentional changes. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. Pause, just make better choices at night to help your body sleep better, breathe easier, and stay protected. Take a moment to reflect. Is there one thing you could change starting tonight? Which of these habits surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what small change you're going to try. And if this video helped you, pause, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more valuable health and wellness tips. Share this video with someone who needs it. It could make a huge difference. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.